Tell you what, it's just great to get the first win. You know, it was a team win for sure. Really proud of our offense and the way that they were able to finish. And as a whole team, you know, in the fourth quarter, we had made a decision there to take that time out and get the hands team on the field. And when we saw that they were going to kick an onside kick with 6 minutes to go, and obviously Coach Inge did a great job getting those guys prepared, and they executed that. We got the ball, and then 6:04 left in the game, they never got it back. Which you want to be able to, usually you call it a 4-minute offense, but that was a 6-minute offense. And that was really big to be able to secure the win and never let their offense have a chance again. So proud of a lot of things, but most of all is for our guys finishing and finding a way to win.
Talking about takeaways, I mean, something you emphasize and three big ones tonight.
3 big ones. You know, the pick 6 is huge. 2 fumble recoveries. That's it. You know, our goal is 3 a game, and we got our goal tonight, and those were the difference in the game. And I just feel that we had 36 takeaways during fall camp, and which to me is huge. And we had a renewed emphasis on it, as I said before camp started, and raking at the football, driving on the ball, getting our guys on judgment. That exact pick that Jonathan Crawford had is the exact drill that we've simulated, because we found after last year we started evaluating, we dropped a bunch of picks like that where guys jump in front of the receiver and boom, the ball's right on you real fast. And he secured that one. And I think last year we had at least 2 pick 6s like that we dropped. And you can see how that changes the whole game. So takeaways are huge for this football team. Our offense only gave away 1, which that's too many, but we were +2 on the night, which is that's why you win.
Overall, how would you say the defense performed overall?
Yeah, not very good. You know, I mean, just okay. I'm not going to say not very good. It's probably a bad thing to say, but we have 320 yards, which isn't very many yards in today's game, but 28 points is too much. You know, I was disappointed at last drive. You know, the penalties were frustrating. You know, just a 4th down, chance to get them off the field on 4th down, didn't get that stop. You know, they got some good players. I mean, they got some good athletes, and we were going to do some things man-to-man, and they won some of those. But, you know, we didn't give up really any deep balls, which is what we're not trying to do. So I didn't think we stopped the run good enough, you know, but when we played a ton of guys, you know. And I will say this, you know, we've played this team 3 times in the last 4 years, and that's the most talented team we've played in all that time. And talking to Coach Davis before, he's totally agrees with that assessment. And the last 2 times we played them, we had to come from behind in the 4th quarter to beat them and get a pick 6. The year before I got here, and last year, or the last time we played them down here, we got 2 pick 6s to be able to pull away, and we were down 13-12 going into the 4th quarter. So it's a tough place to play. It's really hot and muggy. We played a bunch of guys, and that's why, you know, I'm not satisfied with how we played defensively. Got a lot of work to do, but the most important thing is you find a way to win, and that's what we did.
I know you don't like to get too hypothetical, but do you feel like defensively maybe did you expect to see some of what you saw, I guess, that you didn't love?
You know, yeah. I mean, I think that, man, when you're young, I never forget, Marcelino Ball came here 2 years ago, and he made some of the most boneheaded mistakes that I'm like, what are you doing? And it's just because he's a true freshman. And the one touchdown run was Cam Jones. It was like Marcelino Ball all over again 2 years ago. And he jumps inside, and we got nobody there, and we're playing an aggressive style of call on that one, and the ball bounces right there. It's a tackle for no gain. Instead, it's a touchdown. And so to me, that's exactly what Lino did 2 years ago. So yeah, I expected some of those mistakes by we have true freshmen and redshirt freshmen. I don't have the number of them. I guess I could count all that up. There's a ton of them. That this is their first college football game tonight. So did expect to have some mistakes. You just gotta pray that those mistakes don't cost you the game, and they did not. And we got a chance to spend a whole couple days here learning from it, getting better, and then getting ready for week 2.
The interception aside. No, I was going to say, just the interception aside, Peyton was really efficient in the first half. Michael gets you 10 points across 2 drives. How do you evaluate quarterback play?
Well, I thought that they both did a good job. You know, I thought Peyton controlled the game, and like I said, other than that one pick where he made a bad decision there, but we were able to, that one didn't cost us anything. And then, you know, 3 touchdown passes for him, just thought he looked really sharp. And then Michael comes in as a true freshman back in his home state. You know, that's going to be a lot of nervous energy from him for that, but man, he was calm and cool and read the defenses and just sitting there listening to our offense make calls and watch him run the offense and make good decisions. You know, we got 2 really good quarterbacks, I believe, and I just think that we got to be able to manage those 2 and decide, you know, what situation's best. But the bottom line is Peyton's a starter, and Michael's a great number 2 quarterback.
What was the plan using them in the second half? We brought Peyton in to close.
Well, here's the thing: we didn't have exact plan. Hey, say we're going to play Michael Penix on this series. We just said, hey, let's just see how the game goes, and we just didn't feel comfortable in the first half, and so we said, hey, we're going to get him in as quick as we can in the third quarter. Got him in there, wanted him to get a little rhythm, so we gave him a chance to get a couple drives. drives, and then we say, hey, you know what? Let's make sure we got to manage the clock. You know, obviously Mike's a true freshman. I don't want to put that on his plate yet. You know, he still needs to learn some things, and so let's get Peyton back in there and go win the game. You know, so that's kind of how we played that out, and I think it kind of worked. It worked out well. You know, so I'm telling you, you got to have more than one guy, and so we'll see how the future what it holds for us. But you know, we're going to continue to get Reese Taylor more involved with things, and just different things that happened this week caused him to have to get some reps at quarterback and different things that we'll see him do. But the bottom line is that you know, we're going to expand his role for sure.
How about the playmaking abilities of Donovan Hill?
Loved it. I tell you what, man, I've challenged that guy. I believe in him. He's a big, strong dude that can flat out be a mismatch for any DB. I don't care what conference you play in. And he went up and got the ball with some strong hands and positioned his body and did an awesome job. You know, but he played the way I expect him to. And I've challenged him about being great at Indiana University, and this is an opportunity for him to rise up and take over and be a guy that they cannot cover. And that's got to be his mindset. So that's what he did tonight. I'm really proud of him.
How neat was it to see just him and Jonathan kind of go play for player
oh, yeah.
there and
awesome.
in front of a lot of fans?
It is, and this is their home, and for them to have, and they got a ton of family in the stands, and for him to get the pick six and Donovan to get a couple touchdowns and some big plays, and gosh, that's how you script it. That's what you want for your guys, and we recruit this state really hard. We got 23 players from the state of Florida. This state's really important to us. We want to come down here and do a great job, and it's great to get the win.
So what do you know about Cole Guest yet?
Don't know. You know, I don't know. So we'll find out, but I pray it's nothing long term.
So your embrace time was down there after the field. I mean, as a dad and a coach, and your thoughts on his first college game here.
His first college game, that's right, and you know, it's always special. You know, he's a young buck. He's one of those one of those freshmen playing in his first game, and I'm sure he made mistakes as well. But I know he had a big third down stop there that was huge for us, and so he'll grow and get better as well. But father to son, it's pretty special.
Looking at the way the running game kind of panned out today, you had, you know, Cole Guest out a little bit early there. You had, you know, Stevie Scott got a lot of carries. Reese Taylor had some chances.
Yeah.
You had Walt on some flash sweeps. So where do you just kind of see that going?
Well, we just got to keep growing it for sure. We got to play to our strengths. I think Stevie's a big old body. You know, he did some things too that were good, and he's also got to learn some things about how to run and use his 240-pound frame to the fullest. And so he's a guy that we need in this league to be able to get tough yards and keep growing in that area. And so, but it was. You know, this game stretched us, and it caused us to be able to utilize a lot of players and a lot of situations, and run game, pass game, both sides of the ball, special teams as well. Got a new kicker. That's another thing you mentioned. A guy never kicked a field goal in a game before, and Logan Justice nails a field goal, hit all his PATs, and you know, we just got Smolar did a great job, Jared, and his kickoffs and a couple into the wind, good strong legs. So, you know, it's a lot of question marks going into tonight's game. I was so nervous. I don't know if I've been nervous for a game in a long time, just because there were so many unknowns on our team and so many unknowns when you play a team for the first time that you know, you never know what they're going to do. And so it was didn't know who the quarterback was going to be till they jogged him on the field. You know, there's so many things that were unknown for us tonight. So just great to get the win. And it's going to be a really enjoyable plane ride home.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys.